Hello everybody, welcome back to Cork and Java. I'm Billy and we got an exciting video for you today. We're comparing the Aeropress, the one and only, versus the OutIn Portable Espresso Machine. Stay tuned. Let us expand our appreciation for all of our favorite beverages through the stories and places that bring them to life. Welcome to Cork and Java. Hello everybody, welcome back to corkandjava.com. We're your go-to place for coffee and wine, reviews and how-tos. On this channel, we like to expand and enrich your experience with all of your favorite beverages through coffee and wine and other beverage, reviews and how-tos. So if that sounds interesting to you, consider hitting that subscribe button down below and that little bell so you're notified when all of our future videos come out. All right, today we're comparing two awesome coffee devices, the Aeropress and the portable espresso maker from OutIn. And before I get into the different categories and scoring each, because I'm going to compare them head to head, I'm going to give a little demo of how each of them work and operate generally. Now, if you've seen our channel before, we have a video posted. You can find it in our playlist under our coffee playlist. It's for the championship technique for the Aeropress. It's actually, you flip it upside down, you pour grinds in it, you fill it with water, you wait a certain amount of time, you put the cap on and you plunge it, and it gives you a really nice cup of coffee that's super concentrated that I like to dilute with a little bit more hot water, and it kind of makes a Americano-like experience. Now, does it make espresso? No, but it kind of mimics the espresso process by adding a little bit of pressure to that grind process. But it's also kind of reminiscent of a French press because you're fully immersing grounds while the coffee is extracting there. Now for the OutIn, this is a whole different beast here. Now, to be fully transparent, they did send me this device, but I'm not sponsored and they're not paying me to say any of this stuff. This is truly my honest experience, and I gotta tell you, this one blew me out of the water. Now, the detail in what they brought to this machine is just astounding. I mean, just little things like the water container up on top, giving you how many milliliter lines there are, just really helps you have a consistent experience every time. Now, there's a ton of ways to make espresso with this. You can use the standard Nespresso pods if you're into that kind of thing. It's a very quick and easy way to make espresso. You can build your own Nespresso pods, or also what I prefer to do is kind of the real deal method, where they have a pressurized portafilter. You fill it with about 16 grams of pre-ground coffee. Of course, I always recommend grinding your own coffee ahead of time or while you're making your coffee so it's nice and fresh. You put the water in the top and it will heat it on its own. That is something that I find really impressive about this machine here, is it has a heating element built in, so you don't have to use a kettle to heat up your water. You can, and there's a pass-through method that you're able to do that, but I think the easiest way is just to let the machine do its thing and heat its water for you. I mean, it's basically a full-size espresso machine packed away into this portable, easy-to-carry around device that charges with a USB-C charger. I mean, what more can you want for something portable? All right, now we're going to compare various categories. We're going to be talking about ease of use, versatility, taste, portability, value, and maintenance on these two to see which one maybe will fit your preference or your needs most. So ease of use, I mean, the Aeropress, super easy to use. I mean, you pretty much do the same method every time. There's not a lot of things to go wrong. It's just super simplistic. Of course, you get a simplistic product, coffee out of it. I mean, it's decent, it's pretty good, but it is what it is. It's a very easy way to make coffee. Now, with the OutIn, it's a little bit of a different story. I mean, it is easy once you get used to it, but there's a lot of options to choose from at first. There's a lot of different ways to make coffee, so it can be a little bit intimidating when you first start out. There's a large instruction book, although that is written very well. It takes a few tries to kind of get the routine down, and there's going to be some trial and error with any espresso machine to dial it in. And that's kind of the fun of espresso to me, is, you know, getting that grind size down perfectly so you're getting that shot timing all right. So to me, that's fun. But if ease of use, something super easy is your thing, really Aeropress is a little bit easier. Now, a part of ease of use is the cleaning part of it. Aeropress is super easy. You pop the puck out, you rinse everything off, and you're done. With this, cleaning is a little bit more of a hassle. You gotta wait for it to fully cool down or you're gonna burn your fingers off. As well as there's a lot of kind of, it's hard to knock out all the espresso. You kind of gotta use your finger and dig in there to get all the grounds out of the portafilter to really clean it out. But overall, it's not that bad to clean up. The tray here can get a little bit messy. It will drip for a little while after your espresso is done making. So unless you leave your cup under there for a little while, it's gonna accumulate some coffee that you gotta, you know, wipe up after. But overall, not a big deal. So for ease of use, I'm giving half of a point to the Aeropress there. Pretty close, but overall a little bit easier to use. Next is versatility. Now, Aeropress, very basic. It's going to give you the same type of shot every time. It's not, I wouldn't even really consider it a shot. I would consider it a concentrated cup of very nice coffee. But you can't really do much with it. You can't make lattes out of it or anything of that nature. Now with the OutIn espresso machine, it's giving you the real deal espresso. There's 3 different methods that you can choose from, whether you go with the Nespresso pods, you build your own Nespresso pod, which it gives you that option for, or you go with what I prefer, the real portafilter option, and get the real deal espresso out of this. So there's 3 different ways to make it. And of course, with real deal espresso, it gives your drink options much more limitless options there. So you could do lattes, you could do your cappuccinos, you could do Americanos. That's typically what I like to drink. And it's just giving you a more versatile options for your coffee in the morning. Next is taste. And yes, obviously that's going to the OutIn. It is much superior in taste. This thing rivals the real deal espresso machines that I've used and had. And I mean, I use a Flare Pro 2 every morning, and this one comes drastically close to the quality of that thing. I was blown away. This is the only espresso machine with a pressurized portafilter that's even come close to non-pressurized portafilter espresso machines. It's for the price. I have not ever found an espresso machine to have as good taste. Now this Aeropress, it does have good taste, especially if you use the method that we recommend on our channel. But overall, it's just a nice cup of coffee, and it's, you know, it is what it is, but it's not a good quality espresso in my opinion. So taste, 1 point for OutIn. Next is portability. Now both are super portable, both can pack up really light, but we got to give the point back to OutIn again here. And the reason is it heats up its own water, whereas the Aeropress, you have to find a kettle, you got to get it hot. If you're going camping or something, you got to find a way to boil water. This, as long as you got it charged, will do it all for you. So definitely 1 point for OutIn for portability. Now value. This one is a hard category to judge because obviously we got the more versatile, the better tasting, and arguably more portable option since it doesn't require having a kettle, but it comes with a price. Whereas the Aeropress makes a very decent cup of coffee for next to nothing. It's pretty cheap. So bang for your buck, it's got to be a toss-up for that. So I'm giving no points for value here. Now, lastly, we got maintenance. Like I said, I already talked about, how to clean these up, and there's a little bit more, care that you want to take with the Outin to make sure, the inner components and everything stay clean and, don't get abused in any way. There's just more things to break. Nothing has broken on mine, and it seems like it is built in very good quality. It's a very sturdy machine. I haven't had any issues at all with any small breakable parts, but really, there's really no maintenance at all with the Aeropress. So I got to give the point over to Aeropress. So overall, both great options for different people, but score-wise, it's a 3 to a 1.5 for me. I'm going Outin all day long. So if you want to pick up any of these on Amazon, I'll leave links down in the description where you can pick these up with our affiliate links there. And check us out online. We're on Facebook, Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, X now, Pinterest, and Instagram. I'm looking forward to seeing you on all those places online. So until next time, bottoms up.